Hello, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be checking out, is it worth getting an SO Porsche fuel card? So what this fuel card is you get it as part of Porsche Club GB, and I actually signed up for it in December at the Bicester Heritage Christmas event, and since then I haven't actually used it yet. So this is going to be the first time using it, seeing if it's actually worth having. What it is, it gives you discount on premium fuels. So it gives you 6p off per litre of 99 octane, and I think it's 4p off the premium diesel, and then 1p off per litre of your standard fuels. The advertising for this card, they say with the more recent fuels, they have a lot more ethanol in, and that isn't good for your classic cars. So to encourage you to be filling these cars up with the appropriate fuel to soften the price off a bit. So later on in the video, I'll be doing some maths to figure out how much you actually do save and whether it is worth having. It's a case of signing up just like a credit card. You put your bank details, you fill out a credit check, bank details, and just sign up for it. I've never used a fuel card before. I think it's something that's quite common with lorry drivers or commercial use. And it gives you the option to have a couple of cards. I've actually got 2 cards because there's 2 members of my family that do have a Porsche. So I think once you sign up with the Porsche GB Club, you can use it on any car because you're just paying for the fuel. I mean, at the moment, I do run it on the premium fuel. If you have a car of a similar era, what kind of fuel do you use? Do you find a difference with the premium fuel? I'd like to think I can feel a difference, but it may be a placebo, I don't know. And is cheap fuel actually that bad for the car? So what I'm going to start off with, I was going to go for a drive and burn a bit of the fuel, and then fill it up and see how we go from there. We are here. All right, let's go fill up. We've done it. We have paid with a fuel card. All right, so that is that. We have now paid with the fuel card at the SO, which was actually a lot easier than I thought. He did ask a few questions. In case what they do is I've never used a fuel card before, and obviously it's got no chip on it, so you don't put it in a machine. They give it a swipe, ask you for any mileage. I didn't know what that meant, so I just said no. I take it if you're having a company car and you're claiming back mileage, then maybe something to do along those lines. Asked for the registration plate of the car, and then I entered the PIN for the card and successfully paid. I'm gonna go home now, get the calculator out and figure out how much I've actually saved and whether it's worth doing so. All right, so now that we are back, we're gonna figure out how much money we have actually saved. We're gonna be using Fleet News for the fuel calculator. So we use super unleaded, and the average price for that is 158.34. Typically mileage for the year, let's say you just filled up using the premium fuel for a year and you did about 5,000 miles. And I average in my car 20 mpg. 4 years worth here, it will cost 1799, so 1,800 quid. So if I reduce that by the 6 pence that I'm saving, still doing 5,000 miles per year with the 20 mpg, that comes down to 1731, which is saving me about £70. So 70 quid over the course of a year isn't actually that much of a saving. So let's say, for example, you weren't filling up with the super unleaded and you were using just normal unleaded. That then comes down to £1,633, which is actually giving you a much bigger saving of almost an extra £100. So the question here is, do you get that much of a performance enhancement from using the premium fuels? And then also, are cheap fuels actually bad for your car? It's something that I've heard mixed reviews on whether you can actually feel a performance enhancement from using the premium fuels. And then also, if you're running a modern car, is ethanol that bad for the rubbers and the plastics in the fuel system? I don't know. So in summary, if you're going to be using premium fuels in your Porsche and you don't mind having a fuel card, yeah, definitely, you're saving a little bit of money, but it is just a small amount of money, and it doesn't add that much extra faff, but it does mean that you can't pay at pump, you always have to go in. So do I recommend it? Yeah, it's a small saving for what you're getting. The main reason I think you should get this is because in your wallet you do have a little Porsche Club logo. So that's it for today, and I will see you in the next video. Do like and subscribe for plenty more videos to come.